CPA here. Wanted to do a special separate red alert for the self-employed that PPP2 is getting ready to come out. We knew it was coming, but Monday the 11th is when the SBA is supposed to have it rolled out. Get with your bank right now that you are either working with or got PPP1 with to ensure they're participating. I've been talking about that for a long time. I've got a playlist here on how to determine if you qualify, because you have to have a reduction in your gross receipts by at least 25% in any one quarter of 2020 compared to the same quarter of 2019. Your calculation for PPP2 is the exact calculation for PPP1, which is Schedule C, line 31, divided by 12 times 2.5. If your line 31 is more than 100,000, you only get to include up to 100,000 in that calculation. So you should have your PPP1 amount ready to go already. If it happened to be different because you didn't have your tax return or Schedule C done when you got PPP1, then it's real simple. Find your Schedule C, which is filed with your individual return. Go to line 31 for 2019, divided by 12 times 2.5. For 2020, you'll need to estimate if you don't have it done, or get your P&L done right now if you qualify, so that you know what your net income will be on what you project you'll file on your Schedule C for 2020. You get the higher of. You compare those two figures based on 19 and 20. You get the higher of as your PPP2 amount. For the Schedule F filers, it's the same thing. It's your net income on Schedule F for 19 divided by 12 times 2.5. Also for 2020, your net income for Schedule F divided by 12 times 2.5. The biggest thing is getting with your bank if you haven't already. Make sure they're involved with this. Let them know you plan to apply. Make sure you do qualify. Have that ready to go. It's going to go fast and furious, I'm sure. Don't know if it's going to run out like it did with PPP1 the first time they unveiled it, but don't be on the outside looking in. So if you're running scared and you're in a panic right now, I've tried to stay calm. You need to take a deep breath. You may not have the books, then get after it. You may not have a financial statement. Well, then sit down and figure out, get a financial statement put together. And all you really need for this, you don't need a full financial statement. You just need to know what your gross was. Get into your bank accounts. Okay, look at your bank statements. What was your gross month by month through in 2020? If you don't know what your amounts are for 19, well, then get in your bank accounts. Figure out what your gross income was, because you need to know your gross income quarter by quarter in 19 and in 20. So take a deep breath. Get your bank statements out. You should be able to identify, because if you are running a business, sole proprietor, Schedule C, independent contractor, gig worker, you know what income you collected. It's that. You need to figure it out quarter by quarter, because you have to ensure that you're looking at a reduction in any one quarter in 2020 of 25% or more compared to the same quarter in 2019. The one thing to note for the self-employed is that the gross income is only the gross income for your business. It does not include PPP. It does not include the EIDL. Your gross receipts do not include the EIDL grant. Your gross receipts don't include tax credits. Your gross receipts don't include loans or any money that you put in. Your gross receipts do not include unemployment. Your gross receipts are only what you would consider gross receipts for your business. So if you didn't collect it from a customer, if you will, then I don't know how that is gross receipts. Meaning your gross receipts should be, what'd you sell? What was that revenue that you collected? That's gross receipts. Get after it if you haven't already, right now. Okay, if you need PPP2, that is. If you qualify, that is. I'm just letting you know, I don't know what else is more important. If you need the relief, you need to make time and get this done. All right, hey, if you're not a subscriber and you made it to here, come on, let's go. Click it. Turn on your notifications. For subscribers, turn on the notifications. There are going to be more videos to come. All right, hey, listen, don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me.